This Eyewitness News broadcast was originally aired on the following date. You're watching SBN 2, Rockville.
This is Rockville's news leader, SBN 2 Eyewitness News, with Sean Riff, Mary Riff, and Stephen Roberts with your exclusive AccuWeather forecast. Now, Eyewitness News at 6.
Back to school yet again. Rockville University has undergone a massive renovation and has opened and back in action. Tanya Cohen will report live from the Student Union and will tell us the changes that the university has done.
What's this other jet doing? What's this other jet doing? Holy fuck!
And it is a day that all of us will never forget, as 9/11 will always remain a long-lasting scar in our hearts and minds for many years and centuries to come. 5 years have already gone by since that dreadful morning, and many are wondering if Rockville City is a threat. Good evening and welcome to Eyewitness News at 6. I'm Sean Riff.
And I'm Mary Riff. Welcome to the first broadcast of Season 2 of Eyewitness News.
We begin this evening with the new school year and Rockville University. Earlier this week, all Rockville public schools have opened and Rockville University continues to make its preparations for the start of the fall semester. The university has undergone reconstruction over the spring and summer semesters earlier this year. Some portions of the campus have been demolished and rebuilt completely. You are looking at live pictures of the university. The campus will open for the fall semester in October. Tanya Cohen will show us what this university has to offer a little later in this broadcast.
5 years later, we still have never forgotten September 11th, 2001. September 11th, 2006 made it 5 years since America was emotionally hurt and put into sadness and complete turmoil by terrorism. However, is Rockville City capable of this type of attack? Liz Varon, live in front of the facade of the Rockville World Trade Center in downtown Rockville City. Have any more details, Liz?
Mary, September 11th will be a day that will last in our memories for countless generations to come. It is another date that will live in infamy for the long-distant future.
Don't touch it.
Out so they can rush them to nearby medical facilities. I see a few victims being treated on the grass outside the Pentagon. Firefighters continue to pour streams of water.
A gaping hole, a huge crater about 10 feet deep in the shape of a V. It's about 15 feet wide, and it just looks like the plane disintegrated.
As many of you all may know the details, September 11th was the day in which the United States had suffered massive death and destruction by 4 hijacked planes, with 2 of the planes, American Airlines Flight 11 and United Airlines Flight 175, crashing into the World Trade Center in New York City, destroying the whole complex.
People covered in bandages and blood. It looks like a lot of them were either on the floor or when they exchanged it. Oh my God! Oh my God!
This is as close as we can get to the base of the World Trade Center. You can see the firemen assembled here, the police officers, FBI.
The second tower, the front tower, the top portion of which is collapsing. Good Lord.
Another American Airlines 767 jet had crashed into the Pentagon, the headquarters of the U.S. military, and another plane likely heading to another building in the Washington, D.C. area has also been destroyed, as the heroic passengers on board United Flight 93 have revolted against the terrorists, and the plane landed in a deserted field in Pennsylvania. Many here in Rockville are wondering if history can repeat itself, and many of Rockville's civilians are wondering if Rockville is capable of a terrorist attack of a large scale. I have spoken to Mayor Leon, and here's what he had to say. Mayor Leon, do you think that Rockville's World Trade Center can be a potential threat target of terrorism, much like the World Trade Center in New York City?
Many locations throughout the world will always be at risk for a terrorist attack, as nearly everyone can commit them. The only way that it can be solved is by being careful and taking the necessary precautions to make a safe and peaceful area where our citizens can feel relieved.
Crime rates in Rockville had decreased dramatically, with only about 50 severe crimes so far this year, the most severe being the one that had occurred in January this year with the murders of 4 students in Rockville Central Station.
Our police force is a highly trained and dedicated force, and we will strive to protect the lives of our citizens in the best possible way. A terrorist attack on Sim Nation has never occurred. However, we cannot rule out that Sim Nation will never have a terrorist attack. And this is why we are taking many precautions to help keep our citizens safe from imminent danger. I do believe our World Trade Center here in Rockville could possibly be a terrorist target. It was built as a tribute and a memorial to the fallen towers in New York City. So it's definitely likely that they can be potential targets of terrorist attacks, as well as things such as our central station. There are also many other structures in our city that can be used as terror targets, which is why we're never backing down in the security of these structures, and we're keeping a critical, watchful eye on them as well. It's why we have constant surveillance and security checkpoints throughout the city of Rockville, just like New York City and many other cities in the United States.
Do you know if other cities in Sim Nation are taking the necessary steps, as we are, to prevent these attacks in the future?
Well, at this point, I'm unsure whether I do believe that they should be doing this as well, as of the other cities here in Sim Nation, including ours, are at a medium level for the likelihood of a terrorist attack happening. All citizens here in Rockville should go about their daily lives and continue to enjoy life as should. And if they suspect anything, they should immediately notify the authorities.
And that was the interview in which I had with Mayor Leon earlier this morning in the studio. Mayor Leon tells us that we shouldn't worry, as we are not in imminent danger. However, the chance of a terrorist attack happening in Rockville is still at a medium. We're live outside of the Rockville World Trade Center in downtown. I'm Liz Varon, SBN 2 Eyewitness News.